Live.
Hello, everybody. Jason here at TWL. Look who I'm sitting next with.
Hi.
I am so excited. It's Racheal Lutz from the Peacock Room, and then of course we have Nikki over here. So I've been looking forward to having you on the show for so long.
I've been really looking forward to this, and it's long overdue.
It is long overdue, but you know what? You're here now. And
it's all that matters.
It's all that matters, and I'm so excited because we're actually going to see a lot of each other this month.
Yes, probably like more than it's never going to be enough. But,
well, right, but more than we have before.
Yes, much more than we have.
There's a lot going on, you guys. It's crazy. It's a crazy month. We just ended with Halloween, and you guys have seen all the Halloween episodes. So now we're not exactly starting with Christmas episodes yet, even though there are 16 of the 30 trees that are going up in this store already up. Nikki put 2 of them together today. And so if you walked around my store right now, you'd see like 15 trees. There's one here, and then I have Barbie over here.
Yeah.
There is. There's a disco tree.
Love it, as there should be.
As there should be.
Right?
Yeah. As I am making this tree, I'm thinking, why has there not? I should have had a disco tree in my house all the time.
Well, now you know.
Do you do a lot of trees?
I don't.
Do you do a lot of trees at your stores?
We did some decorations at the store. We don't actually do a lot of trees because they do take up a lot of space.
They do.
But I am obsessed with antique glass Christmas ornaments.
Oh, I love it.
So we do some glittery trees, but the ornaments are not on the trees. We actually like to pile ornaments in beautiful vases, baskets, crystal bowls, lanterns. So it kind of keeps them safe because they're very fragile.
Which is good because
very fragile.
I tend to break half of what I put out.
I like wine goblets or champagne flutes.
Yeah, so we do, like, depending on the size, the shape, the girth, if you will. It just depends. So yes, we love to display them, but we don't do them on trees. We don't do like the traditional trees. We like to shake it up a bit.
Well, I love that.
Yeah.
Your whole store looks like a Christmas ornament anyway, though. I mean, there's lots of
all of them
glitz and color.
Thank you.
And, like, the store's vibrant enough. It
Thank
looks
you.
decorated.
So for those of you, because I know we have a large following that live outside of Michigan, and I know that you travel all over the country looking for stuff for your stores.
I do.
So a lot of you may even have heard of Racheal Lutz, but Racheal,
that's enough.
Right? Racheal Lutz owns the Peacock Room, which is in downtown Detroit and the Fisher Building, along with Frida.
So they're all the Peacock Room now.
They're all the Peacock Room now.
So we had there were 3 different names, which was like 3 different websites, 3 different social media pages. So it's all the Peacock Room now. We have our massive flagship store that looks like a giant wedding cake with chandeliers.
It does. I love that.
It's all just like dripping with, like, not literally dripping plaster, because that's a whole separate problem to a preservationist. But it's gilded. I mean, it's a gilded space. It dates to 1928, 1929, when the Fisher was built, and it is the last fully intact storefront in the Fisher Building. That's original to the 20s. And Pure Detroit's next to us. They have an amazing store that used to be a florist, but we're like a fully intact storefront, and it's fully restored. We did it about 8 years ago, and it really does look like a wedding cake with chandeliers.
So did you combine the 2 stores?
No, so we have our flagship. Then down the hall in the Fisher Building, we have our home and gift shop. A mile away at the next to the Detroit Institute of Arts, we have 2 stores in the Park Shelton. There's a daytime store and then an evening store, like formal and casual.
I love that.
So we have a little bit of we try to fashion ourselves like Hudson's, where you could go and get something to run errands out, like an outfit, or you could get a beautiful gown or the perfect gift for somebody. So we are like a mini department store still in Detroit that tries to, embody that spirit of service and selection.
I love that.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And it's so funny because I noticed that towards the end of Hudson's life, that they were separating the men's department from the women's department, and you're just doing that anyways. Well, although you don't do a lot of men's,
we don't do a lot of men's.
Versus the daytime.
We really try to. We do have those pieces that go, like day to evening,
right?
But we want just versatility. We want people to have good classic pieces. I'm actually an anti-consumerism shop owner. I think that people shouldn't buy so much stuff. They should buy things that they really love, that they're really excited about, and that they're going to get a good cost per wear out of.
Absolutely.
Like these things, some of them may be more investment pieces, but if you wear it 30 times versus that piece of fast fashion that lasted maybe once and then you threw it away because it was all just a mess on
Right.
you, it actually, you end up spending less, loving what you wear more, and feeling better about yourself.
Mhm.
And that's what we want people to get back to. I think that's why we built up this loyal following, because they know that they can come in, find something that they love, it's going to last, and it's going to make them feel good.
Absolutely.
I love that.
And that's what's kind of been disappearing from
Yeah.
shopping's landscape, I think, over the last several years.
You can also end up with a signature piece that way too. I have a handful of like cocktails / like I could wear them to weddings. I could
Yeah.
wear them. I mean, one's a nice simple black, like off the shoulder kind of 50s. I could wear it to a
Timeless.
funeral. But I've worn that dress. Like anytime I have anything formal now, it's like the Peacock Room dress. Like
Oh,
I have
thank
a
you.
few pieces from your stores that I know how it fits. I know it looks classic. I know I could jazz it up or down with, accessories and
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what would you, so you don't carry men's clothing.
We don't really carry men's clothing. There's a great men's store in our building called Mature.
Oh, nice.
So they're fantastic. And then there's also, if you like an old school haberdashery, I know you've also sent people to Henry the Hatter.
Absolutely.
We do that as well. And then there's Blue Boutique in my neighborhood. Nigel, he's fantastic. So he's like an old school haberdasher with like bow ties and pocket squares and, I call it lapel candy.
Right.
So he does great men's clothing. So I try to like stay in my lane of mostly women's. We do men's accessories.
Right.
Because the cool thing about
I
men's
thought you sat there.
accessories,
Oh, yeah.
thank you. That's a big compliment. You have excellent taste. But men's accessories, the cool thing about those is it's a man's accessory if a man wears it. It's a lady's accessory if a lady wears it. We have ladies that like to wear bow ties.
Exactly.
We have people who are like, they don't identify as men's or women's, and they just are what they are and are who they are, and they love to wear cufflinks, or maybe you want to wear a suit, maybe you want to wear a gown. It doesn't matter like what the body is. It's really how you want to express yourself to the world. So yeah, we carry accessories that I really just consider unisex, but some people might in the industry consider it men's or women's.
Well, it's funny because we have vintage clothing here.
Yes.
Not a lot. We only look for certain things, kind of like you.
You're picky. You're
We're
very
a little
selective.
picky.
Yes.
Steve, when he does his buying, and when I look at the clothing, we'll be like, nope. Okay, we'll take that one.
It's like Madeline, like Madeline Kahn in the History of the World Part 1. Like,
Exactly.
yes. Nope. Yes. Yeah. Yep.
We do that, but
you are the Madeline Kahn of vintage clothing.
I am. We are. We
yeah.
absolutely are. I love that analogy.
Yeah.
Because I love Madeline.
She was a legend. Anyway.
They call you I'm going to say it wrong. A prisoner. Preservationist.
Thank
That's a mouthful.
Thank you. That is a mouthful.
Yes, it is.
You did great.
And I'm usually good with that.
You did great. Good job. It took me a second. I usually have the sense of humor of a 10-year-old boy. Like we always talk about that.
You all know me. So what do you think?
I never. By the way, I do have to tell you. So I do have the sense of humor of a 10-year-old boy. Whenever we do our Facebook lives at the Peacock Room, all of my people go wild for number 69.
That's hilarious.
It's like,
I love
say,
that.
sold number 8, sold number 12. They're like, what's number 69? We can't get enough of it. I'm like, you have to lead up to it. You need to like ease into it. You can't just have 69. Like you need to warm up.
You need to warm up to it.
Anyway, we're all about the 10-year-old jokes. So
and it's so funny that you say that, because when people come to me and they talk to me about vintage clothing, women do, and they're like, oh, I need that 1940s, 1950s look. And I said, okay, well, a 1940s and 50s woman body was a 10-year-old boy. That's exactly what I say to people.
Well, and
so it's funny.
And you've got the sense of humor to match. So
because
tiny
people.
Yeah.
You do vintage inspired. You do
we do mostly vintage inspired.
Right.
So the vintage and antique that we carry at the Peacock Room, we do like I love crystal and china. My grandparents actually had the Lutz China shop on McNichols in Detroit.
I love that.
I'm a 3rd-generation retailer in the city. So I think because of the Lutz China shop, I grew up around a lot of china and crystal. So I love those older pieces. We carry, just like random things. Like we just sold, this was one of my glowing achievements. We sold a bosom buddy.
Oh, nice.
So this woman came in and she talked about her mother with her pin money. And it's this little pocket that you strap onto your bra strap. and it came in the box and everything. It was called a bosom buddy.
Okay, I love that
So
much
you could
better
tuck
than
your
pulling
Mad
it out
Money
and
So you
it's
could
wet,
tuck your little
right?
pin money or mad money. So
And
anyway,
it stays dry.
Yeah, well,
No boob sweat money.
No boob sweat money.
depends on who's wearing it and what their activity level is.
True.
But so like little novelty items, we
love
do carry.
that.
We carry like a very curated selection of vintage clothing. I
Mhm.
love vintage handbags, handkerchiefs, gloves, like those beautiful little luxuries that
Right.
women used to really enjoy. So we do carry some vintage and antique, but we are mostly vintage inspired.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to be mostly women's clothing,
And women's clothing sizes 0 to 22.
and they change consistently.
Yes. And fabric will degrade over time
Yeah.
depending on the fabric.
Mhm.
So the new clothing, we do love the classic timeless pieces,
Mhm.
but we do some like modern, contemporary, even like futuristic.
Well, yeah.
But we tend to lean more vintage inspired because those styles were so universally flattering.
Yes.
And like your dress that you
Mhm.
talk about, it's timeless. Like it
Oh,
looked
yeah.
like it could have been from the 50s. It could have
Mhm.
been, from 5 years ago. It could have been
from
made
the red
20 years from
carpet,
now.
just
Right.
the other day.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we love taking the best of what those previous decades offered and offering them in brand new construction. So I mean, they didn't really have Lycra back then.
No, they did not.
So you get more like this dress here.
More
Like this is very
stretchy.
classic. It actually has like
I love
antique.
the scissors on
Thank you.
it.
So the antique sewing scissors, but this
Mhm.
is like a stretchy t-shirt fabric, and
Right.
I'm a 2X, and there's no way I'm going to find anything like this in a
Right.
vintage piece.
And if you did, it would
So-
be tough.
Well, and
Yeah.
like, look what
Mhm.
happens with Marilyn Monroe's dress being worn.
Yeah,
fabric.
On someone that
sizes have changed
you
too.
can't sit
Yeah.
or breathe or move, or sizes have changed. But
Yeah.
you want something that looks great, but like also you carry the plethora of modern sizes. People can try those
Exactly.
on. If you
Yes.
have these dainty,
Mhm.
amazing, like museum quality
Fragile.
vintage items, it's like, well, you can buy it, but you can't try
Well-
it on because every time we zip the zipper,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like you said, things
Well-
start
Or if you
to-
wear it,
Mhm.
you're terrified because you're wearing an artifact, right?
Exactly.
So
yeah.
not really for like everyday use. I am a big fan. Like we do have some antique bags
Mhm.
that you could maybe fit a $5 bill in.
Yes, because no phones back then.
Right. Yeah.
No one had
that's-
their
Mhm.
giant
bag
phone in a
was
No.
case,
size.
but
It'd be a lipstick.
I
Yeah.
wear them,
Yeah.
and sometimes at an event I'll wear it almost as a bracelet on my wrist.
Yeah.
And so we do encourage people, even if something is fragile, like use the good china, right? Like
I agree.
enjoy
Well,
it.
yeah, we just
Yeah.
talked about that.
I'm a
for,
firm believer. I'm going to tell you a
holidays.
story.
Yes.
So I was walking through the Somerset Mall and this was back before they built the new
It's
sign.
not a mall, it's a collection, but
Well,
go on.
It was a
Yes.
mall prior.
Okay. Yeah.
Somerset Collection.
Yeah.
And before they built the north side. So it was,
Yep.
when all of the posh stores are
Yeah.
the older posh stores.
Yes.
And I had to pair on a pair of Versace jeans, classic Versace jeans.
Nice.
And
And in
that's,
the 80s, they were like this wide, right? With the
Right.
tapered ankle. I'm
Um,
just picturing it. Yeah.
and so that we got at an estate sale or a church sale for like $3 or $4. Anyways,
Nice.
I'm walking down. I have rips in the knees of them and everything because I wore them out
Yeah.
because they were comfortable.
Yeah.
This guy comes running out of one of these stores. Oh my God, what are you wearing? What are you doing? You're ruining art. And
he
I'm
called
like,
security.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, seriously? I said, these were meant to be worn.
Mhm.
And he goes, oh. And I literally looked at him and I go, this is one of 12 pair I have. Goodbye.
Did you give him the hand?
I
Goodbye.
probably did back then, but it just kills
I
me
said
because I'm
good
a
day,
firm
sir.
believer that you wear and use the things that are meant to be worn and
Totally,
used.
yeah.
Because that's what they were
And
made
you know
for.
what? And if it wears out, you get to wear a different treasure.
You do.
But can you, like, what's really sad sometimes is we do sometimes buy through estate dealers.
Yes.
So you also look through estates.
Yep.
I feel very privileged and excited when I find beautiful things with the
Oh, me
tags on
too.
them.
Me too.
But don't you ever have that feeling of
They never even got to wear
they
it.
never wore this?
Yes.
They never like
It's been tucked away for special. And then
Yes.
look what
Yes.
happened.
they saved up for it. They
Mhm.
put on their lipstick and earrings and
Mhm.
their gloves and they went downtown to
And it makes you
Hudson's
wonder why they never
and
did.
yeah, it was so special to them.
Mhm.
And you know what? Maybe we shouldn't judge. Maybe the satisfaction that they got from it was acquiring
Enough.
it
Sure.
and having it and knowing it was there.
Mhm.
But man, there's some beautiful things where I just think like I don't want this to stay hidden in a drawer for the rest of its existence.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
You want to find that next home for it and find the
Mhm.
person who's really excited for it. But yeah, like using and wearing those things is really important.
I agree
think.
with you
Like,
100%.
you got to get your dopamine from somewhere.
Yes.
And you can
So-
get them really good from those.
Yes.
You know, so,
Absolutely.
and I know you have a big event coming up that we're going to be a part of.
Yes.
And
we're very excited that
I'm
you're coming
very
to Threads of
excited about
Time.
that. But real quick, we started doing our vintage clothes because Steve actually found something in a basement that was like that. He found 3 boxes that were completely sealed. And this is what actually introduced vintage
like a
clothes
time
to
capsule.
us. And so he opened it up and he noticed one fit and flare dress on it with the tags from Hudson's. And it was clear that it was from the late 50s and everything. And he's like, I'll just take them all. So he bought all 3 boxes and we brought them back. Every dress in there had their tags on them. And this is one of the things that I'm wondering is, do you remember that? And I mean, we had some of the most gorgeous dresses with the tags on them and
Please tell me
everything.
you still have them.
No, I mean, we've sold them all to the pinup girls, but
good. That means they're being loved.
Yes, but it was weeks. I would sit there and go, wow, why?
And
I'm
sure
thinking, did somebody pass? Did
I know
somebody...
I know you fondled that fabric. Like there's nothing.
Oh, I did more than fondle it. I got naked and rolled around in it.
My goodness.
No, I'm kidding.
That made the price go up.
It did. No.
It had an extra patina. Little extra patina on it.
I'm kidding, but of course, but I share
body
that.
Oil all over it. Yeah.
I know, right? I love that.
What's with the glitter everywhere?
I did shower first. No, I'm kidding. But I agree with you 100%. It makes me wonder why.
Yeah.
Oh, when we find something that it still has its tags on it, that's like a set of glasses, I think, oh, is this one of those
the dinner parties you could have had?
Yeah, or is this a situation where it's like, oh, thanks, we'll pull this out when he comes, and then he never comes, so it's sitting in the basement. But so tell me, Threads of Time.
Threads of Time.
Now that I'm done being dirty.
For the moment.
Threads of Time Vintage Market at the Fisher Building. We are really excited. First of all, now that Time Warp Vintage is there, it's like even more exciting.
I'm thrilled.
So we're really so the Fisher Building, right?
Yes.
This is a beautiful Art Deco masterpiece. They call it Detroit's largest art object. If you want to be fancy, Detroit's largest art objet. But I think it kind of rivals the Chrysler Building in New York.
Oh, it does.
It does.
So
it's prettier. Like
wow.
Okay. The Chrysler Building's very sleek and magnificent.
Have you been inside of it? Because the inside's pretty amazing at the Chrysler Building.
It's glorious.
I think it does rival it.
And we don't have to compare. Like they're both so. The Chrysler Building, the Guardian Building, also in Detroit. Like these are magnificent structures, and I don't want to pit them against each other in some type of competition, but they're a level of magnificence that you do not see in any building built within the last 30 plus 60 plus years. Like there was a blank check when that building was built. So
spared no expense.
Spared no expense. The glass mosaic, the hand painting, the 40 species of marble in the lobby, the light pendants that are insured individually for at least 6 figures a piece, probably more nowadays. But it's this magnificent setting.
The Fisher like this though, and not looking at the actual establishment.
You're just struck by
I'm
awe.
Shopping because I'm always,
you're craning your neck up. Exactly.
Look at it's too pretty.
The bronze trim everywhere, the brass doors. It really I've worked in that building nearly every day for 8 years now. I'm a 2nd generation tenant. My parents had an office in that building up until I was like this
That's
big.
Awesome.
Yep. But I will never get tired of being struck by awe when I walk through that lobby. So picture it, Sicily, 1932. No.
I love the Golden Girls reference.
But picture it, we're in the Fisher Building. You're at the Peacock Room in this magnificent space, and you walk out to the lobby, and it will be filled. Every corner of the Fisher Building lobby will be filled with the most beautiful and thoughtful and curated vintage items and antiques. Treasures.
So will Peacock Room be open as well?
So the Peacock Room, of course, will be open. Both of our shops will be open. But we really want you to support the small businesses, all these independent dealers that we've handpicked and curated to join us for Threads of Time. It's going to be November 15th.
Yep.
Yes.
Saturday, November 15th.
From 11 to 5. And it's going to be incredible. We had 2 so far. They each drew thousands of people. And this was not yard sale leftovers. This was the good stuff.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a whole range. you know, there are plenty of things for under 20, under $30, but there were some magnificent pieces. I sadly parted ways with some beautiful, authentic Navajo rugs. There's some art deco, like authentic art deco pieces of furniture from the 20s that sold, like, people were like,
Nice.
Leah's vintage. Oh my God, her
I love her.
clothing.
I love Leah from Leah's
Vintage. Like, she brought like the creme de la creme of some
She's
of her
got the great
pieces.
70s, you know, I mean, everything.
If you're going to Studio 54,
That's where you want to go.
and you didn't go to Leah's closet, what's the matter with you?
Exactly, because you will not have the same walk of shame.
No. You need, if you don't have like your outfit, like, you know, dragging off of you by the end of Studio 54, you didn't do it right.
You didn't do it right.
So Leah's closet's going to be there. Mama Coo's, Tekla Vintage, like
I love Tekla Vintage.
Tekla. So Karen at Tekla Vintage is incredible. Her storefront also is beautiful.
It
That's
is.
an old storefront.
We got to talk with her and go through her store. She gave me and Steve a tour of her store. Our Flamingo coming.
Incredible. So Flamingo Vintage, Nikki from
Nice.
Flamingo Vintage is coming. We have Vintage Eastern Market coming. Like, so many great names.
Awesome.
And like a few like smaller collectors that are just getting started, but we were really impressed by what we saw. So we're gonna have a mix of established vintage and antique dealers.
Awesome.
New people on the scene.